Hey guys, what's up? This is the Mapped Out Gamer here, and today I wanted to bring you a new video bringing up the game Titanfall. I know that's a game you haven't heard in quite a while. It was launched in, I believe, March 2014, and is it still relevant in today's FPS community? Well, if you're looking at the player count, then no, it's definitely not relevant. However, I think it is still relevant because it serves as a comparable game. We got Black Ops 3 launching in November, we got some new stuff launching, and I think Titanfall is a good, game to kind of compare it to because it had a lot of great ideas. It was pretty ambitious. Let's play some Titanfall. Alright, so when I think of Titanfall, of course, I think of Titans versus pilots, pilots versus Titans. And one thing I wanted to extrapolate, kind of pull from Titanfall, was the movement mechanics. There's a lot more boosting, there's wall running, and what games is coming up that you can think of that's implementing these things? That's right, Black Ops 3. They're going to actually be implementing the wall running and a little bit of this kind of boost thing. It's similar to the exosuit abilities in Advanced Warfare, whether you like it or not. So I'm very curious to see how Black Ops 3 is going to be implementing their wall running kind of mechanic. Is it going to be similar to Titanfall? Is it going to feel as natural? And another thing is, what other levels, and maps going to be kind of catered to these wall running? Because in Titanfall, you had very tall maps, with really deep kind of like trenches with a lot of space in between, of course, for the Titans to kind of walk around in. But at the same time, you had these kind of impromptu, like kind of running lanes, almost kind of like a parkour type of like lanes you can kind of see. Like there's like these large billboards that kind of turn at a 90-degree, and it kind of felt natural, for a pilot to run around these big tall buildings while these big Titans just kind of duke it out at the bottom. So level design and the multiplayer maps are definitely going to be a lot different in Black Ops 3 versus Titanfall. Even though they will have similar movement mechanics, I'm interested to see, how they're going to be the same and how they're going to differ from each other. Titanfall really serves as a good kind of comparable game because it was really ambitious and it had a lot of, new things that kind of brought to the table. I just kind of think it got lost in the midst of, whether it was trying to be like this Mech Warrior video game or this kind of Halo type of video game. And that's kind of where the longevity to play this game kind of died off. Of course, the FPS community is pretty saturated in Call of Duty and Battlefield, and I guess Titanfall just really couldn't compete with those two. So with all this being said, unfortunately, I won't be doing any like mapped out videos for Titanfall. First reason is, of course, it's an older game. Not a lot of people play it, meaning not a lot of people watch, YouTube videos about it. Second being, there was no actual, single player, mode to kind of, load up a map and just kind of walk around on the map and kind of get the lay of the land. For FPS games, this option of kind of loading up a map and just walking around and getting the lay of the land is pretty important, especially for competitive, especially for people that want to, set up their own plays and kind of like find out their own lanes and routes they want to take and where the hot spots, things like that is what basically what I do on my channel. I basically cover multiplayer maps and I go through and I find the hot spots. I find where the certain lanes are and how the map flow works. Unfortunately, Titanfall doesn't have this option, so I won't be able to kind of go over in detail and kind of in depth on describing the maps and kind of giving tips and things like that. So I won't be doing any mapped out videos for Titanfall. I may just kind of do like a general breakdown of some of the maps I see and kind of the theme I see, in future videos. So thanks so much for watching. If you have any comments, feel free to leave them below regarding Titanfall or maybe Black Ops 3, how you think their movement mechanics are going to differ or maybe even be the same. This has been the Mapped Out Gamer. Peace.